welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kizzy, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping back by to support me. As you guys can see from the title, I don't know how I paused. As you guys can see from the title, today I'm going to be telling you guys about my most important lessons learned at 21. I'm just going to narrow it down to 6 of my most important lessons. I originally wanted to do the 21 things learned at 21 video, however, like, I would have had to make so many parts because 21 things, guys, I've learned a million of things, and so I'm just gonna keep it short and tell you guys about the 6 most important things that I have learned now at 21. Just to give you guys a bit of a backstory, I turned 21 last year in October, and I just had a small little dinner with my friends, and then we went to a guest house afterwards to chill for the night, and then on the Sunday we went home. The number one thing on my list is sometimes when God says no, He's not saying no because you don't deserve it. He's just, number one, either saving you from something that you think that you want, but that's actually going to turn out to not be the thing that is best for you. Number two, keeping something else for you that's bigger and better than the thing that you initially want. So basically, sometimes when God says no, just know that it's not final. There might be something bigger, better for you in store, or maybe He's just saving you from yourself. Whew. And with that being said, I have a little bit of a story time. So in matric, which was 2018, matric, let me actually start from the beginning. Guys, I have wanted to be a head girl since I was in the womb. Since I literally came into high school, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be the head girl when I get to matric. I wanna, whatever. Long story short, from I think about grade 10, I started preparing for head girl. Basically, I prepared by trying to be the best learner, not in terms of academics, but in terms of just like leadership and just like loyalty to the school. Whenever there was an open day, I was there. Like, I would like be super like well mannered and stuff, and that's like all those qualities and whatnot. Well, I didn't mention a lot of qualities, but I just mean that I tried to look as if like I was the perfect and only candidate for the role. And so a lot of that is like quite true. I am well mannered and I am quite loyal, and if I say I'm going to be here, I genuinely will be here. However, throughout the year, like, there were just so many moments where I like basically messed up. Like, yeah, that's a story for another time, but there were just so many moments where literally I messed up. And in my head, because I am such a go-getter and I am someone who will push through, and I will stick it out and I will fight till the end, I just kept thinking, you know what, it's okay, people make mistakes, let me just like carry on, let me just move on, it's fine, I'm still in the running, it's all good. Little did I know, all those like mess-ups, like all those mistakes were adding up. Long story short, I didn't end up getting the head girl position. We didn't actually end up having any head girl at our school. Guys, I'm sorry for the background noise. I live in a busy house with a toddler, so yeah, just a disclaimer. So basically, I didn't end up getting the head girl position, and I remember joking with my friends, I think like a few weeks before the ceremony. I remember joking with them and just saying like, guys, if I don't get this head girl position, I'm gonna take a rope and hang myself right in the middle of the hall as soon as they announce someone else's name. And in the moment, I felt like, you know what, I actually might just do that, because being head girl to me was everything. When I tell you guys that it was everything, it was everything. I breathed, I ate, I slept. Head girl. Head girl was here in my brain. It was just head girl. Literally, I was obsessed with being head girl. I would even wake up and I would have like a little mantra board, and basically it would be the first thing I see in the morning. So I would literally wake up. As soon as I wake up, I'd go stand there like by my little desk, and then there was my mantra board, and I would just chant the mantra. And the mantra, obviously you can guess what it was I am going to be head girl. I am the head girl. And that's what I would wake up and say. And in the end, I wasn't the head girl. Literally, I was not the head girl. And you know what? Now 3 years later, and even at the end of matric, I genuinely was so grateful that I didn't become the head girl, because matric was a life-changing year for me. And number one, it was so, like, all of the events that happened were so unexpected and literally like caught me off guard. And not in terms of academics or any, like, my school life, my personal life, like everything just like took a complete turn. And so thinking back, I would have had to deal with my personal problems and then have to deal with school and being head girl and like being responsible and all of that. And I just like I was very grateful that in the end that I did not get the position, because also one thing about me, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it properly. And so I definitely wouldn't have wanted to fail at being head girl. So yeah, and now 3 years later, I am the president of my student body union. Imagine 3 years later, I am getting a position that I feel is much better and more rewarding than being a head girl. Like, what's better, being a head girl in high school or being a president of a student body union in varsity? So yeah, I think God works in mysterious ways, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm just thankful, you know. And also I think also my problem is that I put too much pressure on myself. I honestly, guys, wasn't even gunning for president of my student body union because I'm in third year, so that means that we have president and vice president from third year. I wasn't even gunning for the position. I was just a part of the student body union just to be a part of it because I like to help, I like to lead, you know. I genuinely just enjoy that. And so I literally have just been doing my job, doing my duties, and not really expecting to be the president or vice president. It wasn't something that was even on my mind. And then all of a sudden they're looking at me like, girl, we think it should be you. And I'm like, what? And so yeah, it's also taught me just to like relax. Like, one thing I need to do, one thing we all need to do, relax. Just stop trying to control your lives. Just stop. So yeah, that's point number one. Point number two: what you don't talk about, what you keep in, ends up being baggage. Also, what I find with myself is that I'm very good at hiding things. I'm very good at hiding how I feel. Guys, I live in a house and most of the time my family does not know what's going on with me, which is a bad thing. Please don't be like me. Don't be like me. It's a bad thing that my family just like, they'll really not know what's going on. Like, I could be in the trenches and they not gonna know. However, I literally just lost my train of thought. Sure. What was I saying? Yes, I remember.
So much chest cause I ain't ready to save them. Ready to get bucked